Taurus, Gemini. Can I ask you something? Have you noticed that you don't react to the things the way you used to? Have you noticed that you don't react to the things the way you used to? That certain people, places, and even dreams don't feel the same anymore? So like if you've been thinking something inside me has changed, but you can't explain it, this reading is for you, because Spirit is saying you're not imagining it. Your energy has shifted. Let's dive deeper in and have a look. Okay, so we're going to go a bit backwards here and start with this Star Dragon Oracle card. Surrender and letting go of the darkness. Okay, yeah, really, let's dive in here. Let's touch this before we dive into the tarot. Surrender, the dragon message, surrender. This doesn't feel like giving up, right? 28 could be a number for you guys as well. 28 also breaks down to 10. 10 is like a completion. It feels like laying down the weight you've been carrying for a bit far too long. My Taurus, Gemini, CUSPers, I honestly feel like many of you have been in a season where you've questioned yourself more than anyone else has ever has, all right? You've maybe questioned your path, your purpose, your relationships, your decisions, maybe even your own intuition. But what Spirit is showing me here is that your soul has been upgrading behind the scenes. The color green could be significant for some of you. Sometimes spiritual lessons or spiritual growth, it doesn't feel exciting. Sometimes it feels lonely. Sometimes it feels like people no longer understand you. Sometimes it feels like you're standing between two different versions of yourself. The person you've always been and the person that you're becoming. And that can be uncomfortable, right? So this card is reminding us that the transformation doesn't begin when life becomes easier. It begins when we finally stop resisting what our soul already knows. You're being asked to surrender. Surrender the old identity that just no longer fits, right? Those old fears, the old stories, the old expectations, because your energy isn't shrinking, it's expanding. So let's dive deeper further in here, beautiful souls. We have the Lovers as your first tarot card. Gemini energy coming straight out here. And I mean, if we're looking at the astrology, why things suddenly feel different, the Neptune retrograde, the Venus enters Virgo. The very first card here, the Lovers, couldn't be more perfect for you guys. The Lovers isn't just always about romance. It's about alignment, right? It's about choosing what truly belongs in your life. Neptune retrograde begins pulling away those illusions. Things you ignored suddenly become impossible to ignore. People begin showing you exactly who they are. The number 6 could be significant for some of you as well, like a life path number, or maybe something to do with your 6th house in your birth chart. Maybe the 6's synchronicity could be important for you. Things what I'm hearing here, that with Venus moving into Virgo, all right, your standards, I'm hearing, naturally rise. You're no longer chasing that excitement. You choosing peace, I'm hearing. You're no longer looking for people to complete you. You're looking for connections that respect who you've become. That's why I'm feeling like things are feeling different, is because you're no longer making decisions from old wounds. You're making them from wisdom. Now, some friendships may quietly drift away. Some relationships might change. Some goals may no longer excite you. I'm hearing that's not failure, that's growth. Like, Spirit is saying that your soul is choosing alignment over the attachment. All right, let's dive deeper and see the hidden blessing. The blessing that's actually hidden inside the challenge. All right. So we know that Venus is also trining Chiron this month, all right? Number 19 could be a number for some of you, a birth date maybe, or a synchronicity. It could also be 19 breaks down to 10, a completion. Now the sun coming out here is beautiful. The reason why I'm saying is after everything that you've actually been through, Spirit is bringing you the sun. Sometimes we don't recognize blessings while we're standing inside that lesson, right? Venus trine Chiron is healing the old wounds, the old heart wounds. It's helping you believe that happiness isn't something that you have to earn anymore. So I'm hearing the blessing hidden inside the challenge is that you finally learned your worth. Not because someone told you, but because life taught you. You becoming someone who no longer settles, someone who chooses joy over guilt, someone who understands that healing isn't becoming perfect. It's becoming authentic. The light that you're searching for isn't arriving. It's already beginning to shine from within you. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing you like a sunflower turning towards the sun. So what is changing in your energy field? We have the Six of Cups here. Double sixes, you see, I didn't even realize that six is on the lovers, plus we've got the Six of Cups here. Double sixes really could be significant for some of you. You can let me know in the comments. Maybe the 6-6 portal could have been significant for some of you. What is changing in your energy field? This card actually feels incredibly emotional, all right. And we also do have the Venus that is opposing the North Node, right? And the Six of Cups often speaks about memories. And don't forget, we also have currently the Mercury retrograde, right? So memories also do surface. Childhood, past versions of yourselves, soul connections. But what I'm actually hearing here is that Venus opposes the North Node here. That Spirit is saying something very interesting here, is that you're no longer living from your past, you're honoring it. Maybe honing it. I wanted to say honing it, like honoring it. Without allowing it to control your future. The old emotional patterns that it's busy dissolving, the old beliefs about love are changing. Even the way you remember those difficult experiences is like beginning to soften. Pets could be significant as well for some of you. I'm hearing your energy field is becoming lighter, more forgiving, more compassionate. You're carrying less emotional baggage, and because you're changing, the people you're attracting are changing too. Let's dive deeper here. We have the Ace of Cups, the unexpected opportunity coming towards you. Now, we do have that Mars conjunct Uranus. Mars is trining Pluto. I absolutely love the Ace of Cups coming through for you because I feel like this is that emotional renewal for you, right? That's the Ace of Cups. It isn't limited to romance. It doesn't have to be romantic love. This could be a new friendship, creative opportunity, spiritual awakening, healing conversations. Maybe you are in a relationship, or it's becoming deeper. Maybe your friendships are becoming deeper, or simply maybe you falling back in love with your own life again. And Mars and Uranus brings that sudden breakthroughs. Mars and Pluto, it really does give you that courage to completely transform something that once felt impossible. Like what Spirit is saying here is stay open. Because this blessing that's coming, it's not going to arrive the way you expect it. It's going to arrive exactly the way your soul needs it. The next door that's opening, we have the World. Completion. The World tells me the entire chapter is ending. And a chapter is busy ending. Not because you failed, but because you graduated. I'm getting graduation energy. Like many of my Taurus, Gemini, CUSPers have outgrown a version of life that they've prayed for. Perhaps some of you are graduating from high school, if you are one of the young ones here, or university. Perhaps it's a healing chapter. Maybe it is an old version of yourself. Maybe it's an area and you're completing a chapter in the area that you are and moving across the world. Okay, so what Spirit is saying here also is they are preparing you for something bigger. Some of you, like I said, may travel, move, start a new career, meet important soul connections, I'm hearing, expand spiritually. Maybe some of you finally accomplish something that you've worked hard towards for years, whatever it is. It isn't a small doorway, I'm hearing. This is a whole a new chapter that's busy opening. So why are you no longer on the same timeline? Interesting, we have judgment. 21 could be a significant number as well. It could be a birthday. 21 also breaks down to 3. So 21, 3, 20 could be significant as well. Number 2 could be significant as well. So this feels like, with judgment coming through, the question on why you're no longer on the same timeline, it actually feels like an emotional turning point. Okay, I'm hearing for some of you, the color turquoise could be significant. Maybe you recently bought something color of turquoise. That is very specific. Judgment says that your soul has answered a call, all right? Whether you realize it or not. I'm hearing you're choosing healing, you're choosing growth. You're choosing yourself. You choose yourself. And, you know, when you make those choices, once you make those choices, you simply can't return to the old version of that life backwards, all right? You can't go back to high school example. You graduated from high school. You can't go back and redo high school, all right? This is why old conversations feel different, all right? Old habits don't satisfy you anymore. Old environments feel uncomfortable. Like you're vibrating differently now. Spirit's saying you've awakened. Not everyone is going to understand it. Not everyone is meant to come with you, and that's okay. Because you stepping into a timeline that actually matches who you've become, not who you used to be. The Tower is so interesting. Number 16 also could be a significant number. It could be a date as well. Any of these numbers could mean anything to you guys, right? So 6s, ace could be a 1. Double 10s could also be significant as well. 1928 kind of example. 1628. A Tower. I think we need to clarify this, because this is the message coming through Spirit's guidance until the Cancer new moon. And the Tower is it can feel so intimidating when it comes out. Okay, King of Swords. Spirit isn't asking you to fear the change. Okay, so Spirit is actually asking you to see clearly. Between now and then the Cancer new moon, from when you get this message and the Cancer new moon, which I think is about the 14th, I'm hearing here, release what you already know isn't aligned. Stop delaying difficult conversations. Stop holding on to situations simply because they're familiar. You know, when the Tower comes in, it can be scary, but it does remove anything that isn't built on truth. But the King of Swords reminds you to respond with wisdom and not fear. Your power isn't found in controlling the change. Your power is found in trusting yourself enough to move with it. The Cancer new moon is preparing you for fertile ground, for a new emotional beginnings, for new beginnings, I'm hearing. But first, there needs to be space, right? And sometimes creating space means lovingly letting go. All right, my Taurus, Gemini, CUSPers. You haven't lost yourself. You've actually found yourself, I'm hearing. That's why life feels unfamiliar. That's why certain people no longer fit. That's why your dreams are changing. Your soul has shifted into a higher vibration. And although the path ahead may still have unknowns, we don't know the full path, all right? Sometimes we can't know everything. How things are going to play out, we can maybe have an idea. But you know what? You're no longer walking in it as the same person. I'm hearing trust the transformation, trust your timing, trust where Spirit is actually leading you. Because your next chapter isn't waiting for you, it's you that's already stepping into it. You've already stepped into this new chapter. So beautiful souls, if this message found you exactly at the right moment, what helped you in any sort of way, brought you some sort of clarity over the next few days, perhaps you can say, I surrender to my highest timeline. Put in the comments if you feel called, or say it out loud, write it down. Put it out there. I surrender to my highest timeline. And I'd really love to hear like what part of this reading like resonated with you most. Share your thoughts in the comments. And thank you for liking, subscribing, being part of the Mystical Soul Tribe, leaving those comments, sharing this video with another CUSP souls. Until next time, my beautiful soul, keep trusting your intuition, keep following your light, and remember, sometimes the biggest transformation happens so quietly that you don't even notice it. Until one day you realize you've become someone you actually prayed once to be. So beautiful souls, I'll check you around the next one, and I'm sending you love and light.